How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, buddy?
Good. I'm doing real good. Appreciate everybody for watching. We've officially hit 2,000 subscribers.
I know, and the crazy thing is,
clap it up for that. 2,000 subscribers.
you know how hard that is?
That's amazing. I'm very grateful.
I was
for
reading.
you. I appreciate you.
I was reading some, Raul.
Appreciate. What's that? All right. I appreciate you a lot.
Oh, you said
Not
what's
really.
that?
I want to make you guys realize. I mean, you need to have a team.
You need to have people
You need to have
supporting
a
you.
team, bro. If I couldn't do this by myself, I couldn't.
A round of applause for Luis. Round of applause for Luis. Like I was saying, you know, most people don't ever make it to even 1,000 subscribers
really?
on YouTube. I was reading something that said that 78% of people don't even get to the 1,000 subscriber mark.
I think the reason being is because
It's hard.
it's so hard.
That's what she said.
What?
Happy 2025, bro.
It's 2025. Hope everybody's staying focused, staying locked in, thinking, planning, and executing. Again, we have our Think, Plan, Execute shirts. The website is.
Go buy them.
Go buy your shirt. Go buy your shirt. I don't want to be just paying for the website just because, you know.
Yeah, it's a good way to remind yourself to think, to plan, and to execute. What do you have planned for this year, Raul? Where are you at with it? One of the things that I challenged Raul this year was to read more.
And
So
I
what are
feel
you
so
reading?
good. Right now I'm reading the 10 phrases of positive people. That's what I'm reading. I already read the first book that you told me, Atomic Habits, which is a great book.
What did you learn from it?
I learned the importance of creating my daily schedule.
Yes, and that's something I've been stressing on you for.
You've been stressing on me. You've
for a
been
while.
telling me for a while, but I'm slowly but surely creating it. And something that I've learned from it is you gotta accept who you are and put yourself in a situation where if you're fit in that situation, you're gonna win. Don't make things difficult. Me, I mean, I'm 6'5". I mean, I'm 5'10". I mean, I can't be a basketball player right now. You know how I am in my life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I position myself to fit in the way that I gotta fit. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm 5'5", so basketball is not.
No, it wouldn't work out.
It's not. Why would I even do that,
It
right?
wouldn't work out. So you got to make things fit in your life, and just the schedule overall is so important. It has made me realize the power of your schedule, so everything can flow on a consistent level.
Yes, and that's something that I think I've preached on this channel before.
So much. I mean, we're growing.
Yeah, but you have to understand. In order to have,
you're growing. You started this when you were what, 17?
Yes. You have to be able to prepare the week in advance in order to have a successful day in general. So in order for you to have a successful Monday, you have to have a successful Sunday. In order to have a successful Tuesday, Monday has to go good.
It's amazing.
Now, that doesn't mean...
amazing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that if you run into a hiccup, that all of a sudden you have to start brand new. No, I think a lot of people, they run into hiccups, and then they either say, you know what, this doesn't work, I'm done trying. Yeah. And I don't recommend that. You're going to fail, you're going to fall, but you got to keep trucking.
You got to try again. That's something in the book that it said, which I put in my life, that it said, I mean, we were going to the gym hard. I was going to the gym hard, then I missed the day.
You're growing out your hair.
Yeah, I'm growing out my hair.
Why are you growing out your hair? Where does that decision come from? It don't look bad. It don't look bad.
No, I'll tell you why I'm growing out my hair. Because I would get some comments from my baby brothers that I'm going bald. They were telling me I'm going bald, and I told them I'm going to grow my hair out just to show them that I'm not bald.
Right.
It's just when you buzz your hair off, you're going to look bald, you know? Yeah. So I'm going to grow it out for a bit and see what the women think, you know? Because I'm single. I'm a single guy. And I'm going to stay single until I'm 30, until I've reached the life of living in Cancun with my properties. But how you doing?
I'm doing good. Are you just going to read self-help books, or do you also think you'll read like some fiction?
That's because when I was done with Atomic Habits, I was telling myself, what should I read? And that's why I reached out to you. You told me the book of systems.
Yeah, the book of systems. It's great.
Yeah, because they ordered it, but it wasn't there yet. But right now, those books help me mentally. So I'd say I want to read a couple more.
The book on systems is really good.
I'm excited for that book. I really am excited, and I think more people should read. Now it's.
Why do you feel like more people should read?
I think
has it really enlightened you that much?
Yeah, it makes me feel happy. Like it really does. It pushes some shit in my head. I probably shouldn't cuss, but it pushes something in my brain to just continue to show up and realize it's hard. Life is hard. It's going to continue to be hard, but you got to show up for you in your future.
I'm glad you like it. The thing I like about
it a lot.
What I like about self-help books is they oftentimes will tell you what you already know, but they will remind you. And I think sometimes in life we just need to be reminded and be like nudged right back on the right path. So yeah, self-help books are great, but read some history books. I don't know what, but I would recommend that you read a self-help book, get done with that, and then read a random history book. Just really clean your palate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can really understand different things.
Well, when I'm done with this book, After Systems, you can tell me another.
I think, and this is gonna sound, a little virtuistic, but you should read the Bible to clean your palate. I think next time when you're done with the book that you started, right? Yeah. The Good Words one, I recommend that you clean the palate.
Now, I'm a smart guy, but let me ask you this. Do you think that any smart guy will understand the Bible? Or do you
no, dude, it depends, right? There's a couple
Did you read the Bible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a really, really, really interesting misconception that the Bible is this complex and hard to understand book. I think it's super, super relatable, and I think that a lot of the problems that the Bible discusses are problems that we all face on a day-to-day basis. So I think that's why I would recommend that to you, because when you're reading, sometimes it's really easy to read the same stuff over and over again and then be like, blah, I'm not even processing, I'm not understanding.
Felt that.
And that's why you have to clean your palate. You have to clean your palate after you're done sometimes so you can understand things further and maybe view it from a different perspective. So, it could be Dr. Seuss. You can clean your palate with Dr. Seuss. You can, it doesn't have to be complex. But I'm glad you're reading books. Yeah. I love reading.
What's your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is patience.
Oof.
It's one of those things that I feel like I'm lacking on a fundamental basis, and I want to really achieve that virtue. I would like to have some essence of patience in me. I think that right now I get really impatient when it comes to everything. Everything. I'm impatient with you sometimes, and I think that it creates unnecessary problems, and it sometimes puts down the people around me. And I want to be more cognizant of that because I understand that my energy uplifts others, and if I'm being negative, odds are that I'm going to bring everyone's morale down. So for me, it's really big deal to learn patience and to know when to apply it. Because I think sometimes urgency, moving quick, is a good trait to have. But I think other times you need to be patient, you need to wait, you need to see everything that's going on, and then strike. So yeah, patience is the big one. I know it's really like a big, big concept, and I might not achieve it, but I think striving to learn patience is a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You like to watch? Or
yeah, it's a nice watch. Where'd you get it?
I got it for New Year's.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah. Shout out to Raul. None of this happens without Raul, right? If me and Raul don't cross paths, we don't make any money, right? I appreciate it. I'm glad that I've been on this journey with you for about 3 years and able to buy cool stuff.
3 years of YouTube.
Cool
we're at
stuff.
2,000 subscribers. Why are we not at 12?
Because we're not consistent enough.
Great. So this year, Luis told me do more vlogs.
Yeah, more. I want to see more.
You're gonna see more.
And even I'm guilty, right? So I like the concept of video essays. I have written so many, and it's just I'm in this weird thing where like I'm not patient enough to make something beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I make garbage, and that's why I never put it out. And it goes back to the patience thing, right? I feel like if I acquire more patience, I'll be able to be more effective in certain areas of my life where I haven't been as effective. And I challenge you guys to also try to acquire patience. It's something that I feel like us as a generation, we lack. Our attention spans are so short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the idea of patience is so obscure. It's so foreign to some people.
Well,
do you feel like you have patience?
Well, now as I'm connecting more with you, I mean, I've already connected with you, but I learned a lot from you.
No, likewise.
I learned a lot from you. But I think right here is a big issue of the patience, that we're not patient, right? Because we see all this stuff, we see the cars, we see the money, this and that. Especially when you start from nothing, it's challenging from when you're grinding every day. You want it so quick, but you gotta accept this takes time.
That and because you want it all now. And when you want it all now,
this might sound silly, but I think for a lot of young guys, I think the Tate brothers had a big impact on this situation.
Which I hate when you say that.
No, listen.
I hate when you say
that.
No, because I feel like you should want more.
Look, they taught the young kids.
Young men.
Right? They taught them that patience, throw it out the window. Get it done now. Vámonos con todo. You feel me? And I think that was a thing for some people. It was a thing. Get it done now. Get it done now. But it takes time. It takes time. That's what I learned in business. That's where being able to graduate. You're not going to graduate anything like this. No, you got to work hard for 5 years, make it happen with everything, with my health, bro. It takes time.
You gotta just stick it out.
It takes time. Drinking a gallon of water a day, it takes time.
Dude, it's so hard. You know how hard? So that's one of my other resolutions for the year is drinking more water. Dude, drinking a gallon of water is really hard.
Really?
I find it
I
really
don't
hard.
think it's been hard for me.
Really?
I
It's
do it when
easy?
I work out.
No, I'm not talking about when you work out. 'Cause
I
when you
do-
work out,
I
you
do
burn
work
through
out.
it, right? I'm talking about like early morning. I don't know. I don't be that thirsty. I've made it a thing to drink 2 cups of water in the morning.
Okay.
Oh, and you know what the big one for me this year is?
What?
Juices.
Really?
I think
Shout out Hansito.
I think juices are the future. I think organic, fresh
Okay.
juices are the future for me.
Juice. Okay.
And I just because I got a juicer, a real deal juicer, so I'm able to juice like carrots and beets now. So I'm able to add a lot of vitamins to my diet. You know what I'm saying? So yes, juicing is a big. I'm really excited for that one. That's one of those weird, like kind of boring things, but juicing.
Okay.
Juices are interesting to me this year.
No, it's good. That's good. That's
Well, because there's certain things that are really hard to include in your diet, like ginger. Ginger is really good for you, but when do you really ever include that into your diet? You know, beets are good for your blood. When do you ever? I don't know. There's so many different things that I never really include in my diet, and by juicing, I'm able to include it in my diet. I don't know why we went off on that tangent, bro. If you haven't drank a juice in the morning with some
I
pineapple,
think was the last
some
juice.
carrots,
No, yeah, I do. No, I don't.
yeah, make a juice and see how good it'll taste. Even if it's just
Yeah.
a squeezed orange.
I'm excited. I'm excited for the future.
Future is now. That's what you have to remember. You have to make baby steps now so that the future is now. TikTok, we're almost closed. How was that?
Broke my heart.
It broke my heart too.
It broke my heart. I was like, what's going on? We just worked on so much content for the past 2 years. We're grinding. We're showing up. We're doing this. We're doing that in the cold. It's 6 degrees outside, and we're out filming content for the TikTok, for the Instagram, for the YouTube, and it was gone. I opened it. I was like, what should we do? What do we do now?
Well, what broke my heart about it is throughout the years, we've been able to use it as a wonderful marketing tool. And I was just freaking out in terms of like, okay, we already know how to move with other marketing tools, but one of our big sources of marketing was TikTok. That TikTok is our biggest platform in everything that we do. So it was really scary to me to think that we had worked all those years
Gone.
and it's gone. And the thing with me and Raul is when we first started, we said we can cheat. There's lots of ways to cheat on social media, and we said no. We're gonna be legitimate.
Yeah, we worked
And
hard.
we worked so hard.
Bro, can I tell you something?
Uh,
There's been times where like I freak out because you tell me I gotta post on a schedule. He tells me I gotta post this much, and if I don't post, I don't feel, mentally okay because I know at least he's gonna be like, what's going on
Yeah,
here? Like, we
because
worked
I
so
have
hard. You gotta be
expectations.
consistent. And sometimes I freak out a little bit. I'm like, I better hit these deadlines. I better post in the morning. I better post in the afternoon.
also, you thought it was over. You felt easy.
I thought it was over.
You thought, you're like,
I was able to breathe for once.
What, do you think I wasn't gonna come into the office and get right back to it?
I didn't know. I didn't know what was gonna go down. The TikTok thing was bad.
I don't know. I think
But I'm glad we're back. We're ready to go. We're back. TikTok Live. I'm probably on TikTok Live right now. We're going to start doing more cold calling lives. I'm going to take more action so more of my students can see real life situations. I appreciate all my students. I'm glad my students are taking action. If you have closed a deal, congrats. Keep it up. Stay
I ran
focused.
into one of your students at the airport, and we
Really?
had such a positive conversation. So the cool thing about what me and Raul do is that we're able to impact people from all over the country.
Oh,
so
it's amazing.
You had a student out in Phoenix, okay? I'm not gonna say their name for personal reasons, but I ran into your student in Phoenix.
Esteban?
I don't remember.
I got a student to Esteban.
I ran into a guy.
Really good
I
guy.
ran into a guy down in Phoenix who had bought the course, recognized me, and I was able to talk to him. And he was able to tell me how challenging it's been for him, but how rewarding it's been as well. So it was really dope. It's really dope to like be somewhere so far away from home and to have somebody be like, "Hey, bro, don't I know you from somewhere? Oh, dude, I took the course and it's real. It's working for me. It's doing this and that." So that's nice. It's really nice when we get to run into you guys because it fills me with joy, Because do we have success stories? Yes, but are there people who also haven't worked out? Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
But when you run into people who are equally as driven as you, it's really nice. Have you ran into some of your students and have you had, how's that gone?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Even with the students that have not closed their deals, it's very simple to understand what's going south, right? We're not investing the time that we got to do. We're not taking action. If it's a Saturday night, what are you going to do? You're going to go out to the club or you're going to go take action, do your text messages or your phone calls with your homeowners. What are you going to do? It's up to you. You got to take the jump. And if you don't sacrifice what you have to sacrifice, that's just the reality of it. you're not gonna win here.
And at the end of it is sacrifice. You have to either sacrifice your time or sacrifice something in order to make someone's time available, whether that be money or whatever you leverage towards someone, you have to sacrifice. And I think that's one thing that I wasn't prepared to do. I wasn't prepared to sacrifice TikTok.
No.
So shout out Donald Trump.
Shout out Trompitas.
You know what I'm saying? I know he's a controversial figure, but what he's doing with TikTok, I think, is an interesting place to watch.
Well, did you hear what he said about the houses?
Yeah, we're going to see a lot of economic.
He said the young people are going to be able to buy a house. He said that himself.
Right.
He said that.
Right.
So that means if you want to buy a house, contact us and let's get to it, baby.
I think within the next 2 years, the economy and some of the interest rates are definitely going to change. So yes, it would be wise to look into purchasing a property now, right? Especially if interest rates are going to change, because interest rates right now are so high. So high.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Something that is worth 100K can be worth easily upwards to 300K because of the interest rates, right? And it sucks because sometimes that could be the deciding factor between you saying yes to a property or you saying no to a property, which sucks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's why the people in the office that are there to help you have a better understanding, like Raul and other people, those people are crucial. So make sure you get the right agents, make sure you get the right information from the right people, because they're able to not only like refresh you on what you already know, but maybe guide you in the right path.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I look forward to the economic
I'm excited.
upside of Trump. I mean, there's some things I'm concerned about, but I think that's just neither here or there. I'm just excited that we have a president that wants to affect the economy in a positive way. Now, not every president has kept their promise ever. So let's see. You know, Joe Biden did say he was going to give everybody free college, and that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Do I have more faith in Donald Trump? Maybe. But at the end of the day, Trump has shown to me that he is a loyal guy. And I think he does right by who's loyal to him. And I hope that people have been loyal to him enough to be gracious enough to lower the interest rates. Please lower the interest rates, dude. They're way too high. I don't know. What's your thoughts on Trump being elected? Who did you vote for?
I want to talk a little bit about the food truck.
Oh, let's talk about the food truck.
Yeah, I finally installed delivery on the food truck.
Yeah, so if you guys want to Uber Eats.
DoorDash.
DoorDash.
Right now. I want to start with DoorDash. I'm one of those people that I want to get everything down. Like, it's a process. You know, it's not just... And that's something I want to work on and getting things done quicker with that. But yeah, delivery is insane. I didn't realize how insane...
Yeah, bro. People
much
don't want
it
to
is.
drive.
People don't want to drive. People want to stay at home and do delivery. So if you're at home and it's cold right now, go to DoorDash. Go purchase some Papi's Tacos food right now. But yeah, it's been so good, and I'm excited to connect.
How was the snow?
Horrible.
Dude, so I was in Michoacan.
Oh yeah, what are we talking about? I should have started this video.
No, well, I went to Mexico over the break.
How about I cut this video?
No, we're already going.
All right.
I went to Mexico. For the December period, right? And it was really crazy to go from like really sunny tropical vibes to snow. I got here the day before the snow. You know that?
Let's take a step back. You went to Michoacan.
Yes, my family's
La Casa
from.
de...
Huh?
What is? There's like El Casa del Mentor or something.
Oh, we're not talking about that.
Okay.
I think that's such a negative light to cast upon such a beautiful
I didn't know.
country.
I'm not really educated. That's why.
No, and I think a lot of people have this
They don't know. So
no, people have a negative stigma to Mexico.
Michoacan, Mexico. Talk about it.
I think it has a really bad stigma. I think a lot of people are afraid to go there as tourists. It's one of the most dangerous places to go to as an American.
I want to go.
But it's beautiful. I think that stigmas are bad. But I will say this: while I was at Vallarta, there weren't that many people.
Where?
Puerto Vallarta.
Really?
There weren't that many people.
I thought that's where all the Caucasians go.
That's where the Canadians go, but it's not. It's not as bad as Cancun. So you know when you go to Cancun,
I love Cancun.
no, but you know when you go to
love
Cancun,
it.
it's like it's not even Mexico. It's
Yeah,
it's like its own thing.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like that. When you're in Michoacan, it's Mexico.
It's Mexico.
You go to Pueblos Mágicos. I don't know. My whole family's from there, so I'm really attached to the earth there. So I went on a cool trip, maybe things that you wouldn't appreciate. I went to go see some pyramids that my ancestors built, which
Why
was
wouldn't
fun.
I appreciate that? What do I appreciate?
I think if the itinerary said go alligator hunting or go get drinks by the water, you would get drinks by the water.
I think as I'm growing, I don't think
you would go alligator hunting.
Can I speak?
Yeah, you can speak, but I don't think you would go alligator.
I think as I'm maturing, right, and understanding that I have to create content,
right,
I'd love to go alligator hunting if I'm being recorded.
Well, I don't know. I went to go look at the pyramids, and the pyramids were fun. I don't know. Michoacan is one of those places that's very near dear to my heart, but because my family's from there, my heritage is from there. So, of course, I'm going to love it there, right? But it does have a negative stigma.
It looked beautiful.
Oh, it was fun. I had a
Really
good time.
So talk about that river. There's a river, right?
Oh, you're talking about Camecuaro?
Whatever it is. No
Yeah.
idea what it is.
Camecuaro means...
Camecuaro.
So Camecuaro is this...
Camecuaro?
Camecuaro, yes.
Okay,
It's a lake in Michoacan, close to a city called Zamora. It's in the town of Tangancicuaro. Tangancicuaro means 3 waters because it has 3 different water holes where water is just naturally springing there, right? Camecuaro is a naturally spring occurring lake. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful, and it's one of my favorite places on the world. But again, it's because my heritage lies there, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where like,
I'm going to clip that and put it like a river in the next
oh yeah, it's not a river, it's a lake.
lake.
But it's one of those things where I go and it's really nice because my great grandma, she sponsored some ducks a long time ago. She gave money so they could have ducks at the lake, and those ducks are still alive. And it's crazy because I never got to meet my great grandmother, but those ducks I get to feed them, and it's almost like I'm connecting with her. I don't know. I love going to the motherland and connecting with my roots.
So what was the main reason why you went out there?
It was my sister's quinceañera.
Quinceañera. Oh,
Yeah.
How big was it? Big?
It was very big, very
It was nice,
big.
very
Yes,
elegant.
yes.
It looked very elegant.
Very elegant. I think
What was the coolest part of that experience?
the coolest part of that experience is singing.
Seeing her happy.
Seeing her have fun
Seeing
with her
her just
friends,
happy,
right?
yeah.
But also like just singing with her, like having fun, you know, being all dressed up. You know what I mean?
Like elegant.
Yeah. But I will say this: one of my favorite things about that
How
was
was the food? I'm sorry.
food. Food was delicious. We had
Okay.
carnitas, and you know, carnitas from Michoacan are top tier. They don't
Really?
get. They don't get. I mean, you're from Chihuahua. Don't get me wrong. Your carnitas are good, right?
Yeah.
But Michoacan carnitas, they don't get better.
That's all you guys eat, carnitas, nothing else. Sorry, I just want to know.
What do you mean? Like, what do you mean?
Like, what is the bar? What is the?
Oh, okay. So we had a bunch of stuff, right? So obviously, like to start the party, we had fruits and stuff like that, right? But then we had carnitas with tamales and tortillas. You know what I'm saying?
Homemade or no?
Yeah. No,
Probably
we had a taquero, right? That we
Okay.
brought in, so it probably is homemade, right? It's Mexico. Everything's homemade down there because it's cheaper to be homemade down there, right?
Gotcha.
I think the thing you're asking is the most interesting thing that my sister did is at around 11 a.m. they handed out maruchans.
Maruchans.
Yes, you know why? Because you're drunk and nothing hits harder than a maruchan.
They just went around.
They said, what do you want? You want a chicken,
What?
a chile, or shrimp? And you said what you wanted, and I said, I want 2 of shrimp. They brought me 2 of shrimp, and it was nice.
Just like a bowl of,
No, just in the cup.
and everybody ate it.
Everyone
run out of-
everyone loved it.
Did they run out of carnitas or?
No, it's just we're already drunk.
Oh, okay,
We're
it's a
already
thing.
drunk.
It's like a culture thing.
It's a culture thing, yeah.
Okay.
You know Mexicans love their
I thought you
guzberas.
said your sister sells it, doesn't she?
My sister does do that down there. That's one of her little hustles, little side hustles.
Nice.
Yeah, I had fun. I went down there for family purposes. It was nice.
What about like there's like I've seen a lot of bandas.
Yeah, we spent a lot of money on norteños and bandas. A lot.
Okay.
A lot of money.
So you
on
had a
it.
good time.
I had a great
That's
time.
what matters. You
I got a
worked
great
hard. You worked hard and you went to go enjoy your time.
That
with
and
your
like
sister.
I miss my family.
Why didn't you invite me? That's the real question.
Because this is a dangerous state.
Oh, okay.
It's a dangerous
Okay,
state. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Not even that. I down there. It's one of those things where I would hate to invite somebody and not have the autonomy to be able to show them around.
Okay.
So I have my routine down there, right, Raul? I don't want to be a host. I sound so rude to say, but it's the truth. Like when I was down there, you know what my routine was?
What?
You get up at 6 a.m.,
Yeah.
right? Because that lake we were just talking about in the mornings, the water boils. So the water's warm, really, really warm. We're talking like 80 degrees.
80 degrees?
80 degrees, bro.
Damn.
It could be 30 degrees outside,
Yeah.
but it's 80 degrees. Like you see you see the steam. So I wake up stupid early. I go for a run to the lake, and then I swim. And then at 7, I go to the city market, and then I buy everything I need. I get my juices. Remember juices? Your juice.
What were the juices?
And then I get my snacks, and then I go from there. I go eat breakfast with the family. I don't know. There was already a routine that I was looking forward to, and to have a guest, unless you're doing my routine, I don't want you near me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it did suck. Like being at a party and not having any of your boys there, that did suck. Just because you put so much money into something that you want to enjoy. But I enjoyed it with my sisters and my
That's
family.
good. That's good. That your
And
sister had a good time.
Mexico's to me is about spending time with family, unless you're on the beach.
I love my family in Mexico.
No, but you're from Chihuahua, so it's a different vibe.
But
right?
it's still my family, you feel me?
Yeah, but it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. And I need to go to Chihuahua. I need to check it out. I need,
Yeah, I
to,
have such a good time.
I need to see what your
I
guys'
should have went during the snow,
I don't know why you
but I
did
was
it.
sick.
You were sick?
Was sick.
I had you know what I did down there that was really nice? I went to some thermal waters, and it was lovely. It was lovely. It was amazing. I had a little like a little problem with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So there was a pipe, right?
Pipe?
There was a pipe, right?
What do you mean like a pipe?
Like a pipe
I have
of water.
Like what is a pipe?
A pipe, like a PVC pipe full of water,
okay,
right?
okay,
And that's where the mineral water was coming, right? There was these 4 people covering up the hole, right? That's where the water's coming from. That's where all the minerals are at, right? So I got near, right? And they were blocking it with their hands, okay? So you know what I did, Raul? I got closer. And I got closer. And I got so close, Raul, that I was sitting this close to
All right,
them.
we gotta show
No, I was sitting this close to them. And guess what they were doing? They were blocking the water, right? And they were saying, this effing American, he thinks he can just get over here, I'm about to smack him. Because they didn't think I could speak Spanish. I don't know why, but I guess I don't look Mexican enough, right? So you know what I did? Got close, and
let's go over just
I picked him up with my knee. I picked him up. You know how when you're swimming, you ever been swimming and someone just picks you up?
I picked somebody up.
I picked him up with my knee, and guess what? Did he swing? Did he fight? No. He got away. You know why? Because he was uncomfortable. And then I got the pipe to myself. Moral of the story, Raul, if they would have shared, everybody could have got the pipe.
Gotta share.
But they didn't want to share the pipe, so what happened?
Oh
USA, USA, USA.
Well, you're actually in Mexico too, so.
Fuck them. USA, USA, USA. I shouted that. I literally took the pipe and started shouting USA, USA. And then guess what? Some people came up to me, you know, and you know what they said? How are you doing today? I said, oh, nice to meet you guys, da da da. And then guess what? I let them have the pipe. Because to me, it wasn't about the pipe, bro. It was the fact that they were being greedy. I don't like greedy people.
Not good.
You can't be greedy.
Not good.
You ever had something like that at a resort?
All the time.
How do you handle that?
Not in a good way.
Did I handle it in a good way?
Yeah.
I think so. Huh? I shared it with everybody.
Yeah.
I met a lot of good people down there. You know.
Good. That's good that you had a good time. I'm excited for this year. Who knows what trips is gonna happen?
I hope that we go on one together.
Really?
Yes, I know you.
Where at? Tell me where. Give me an exact location.
We gotta go somewhere. I want to experience.
Wait. Say a location in the United States of America. Where?
Can we go to the Grand Canyon?
No. What am I gonna do with the Grand Canyon? Go ahead. Say a spot to the camera.
Let's go to Fort Lauderdale.
No.
No, not Fort Lauderdale.
No. Where is the spot?
Jupiter, Florida.
Where is a spot in the United States of America that we have to go?
Miami-Dade County.
Miami-Dade County.
Yeah, we're going to the hood. Have you been to Miami?
Yeah, I've been to Miami.
It's lovely. Miami's nice, but it's super
But I
expensive.
haven't been to Miami like I want to go now. In the aspect of like, you know, like.
When I went to Miami, it was for a tournament. It was for fun. It was for competitive reasons. So
Tournament?
Yeah.
Like a debate tournament?
Yeah.
Oh,
It was a
okay.
speaking tournament. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. Miami was nice. I would definitely go back. But the Grand Canyon would be dope. Or Wyoming. Wyoming would be dope. Or Vermont. Vermont would be dope. You know what, guys? Comment down below if you guys want to see Raul and Luis fishing. We're gonna do
That's
it.
a good one.
That's
I
a
like
good
that
one. That's a good one.
That's
We're gonna take you
But how-
fishing.
How's the camera gonna see it? Like,
I don't think we'd take that camera. I think we'd just
just the iPhone.
yeah, good old classic iPhone.
Okay, that's not. I am excited about going golfing this year. Like, like a routine.
It's a thing.
you
It's
know,
fun. It's fun,
routine.
isn't it?
It's good for my brain.
Because you're working out.
I say my brain.
But you're working out. At the end of the day, you're out in nature, which is something
Yeah,
that
it's
you
good.
don't do much, right?
Right.
What's something else you want to get done this year?
Make sure my taxes are on point every single month.
Raul, explain to the people how important taxes are.
It's the most important thing that you got to understand when you're operating your business. Okay, if you don't have your taxes in order, it's going to come bite you in the butt. That's just the reality of it. And nobody's going to tell you this. You're only going to learn from it through experience. And I'm telling you because I learned through it through experience. I experienced.
Especially if you have an LLC.
You
Like, do
have
your
to
taxes right.
Make sure your taxes are on point. And we said this before in the podcast. I'll say it again. Make sure your taxes are on point. I don't care what job you have, what business you have. Your taxes need to be on point. You know, I actually reached out to a tax individual here in Kansas City I want to just see what she knows. Like, I'm willing to pay her so I can get more educated. Because I feel like there's still so much that I gotta learn
About
in
the tax
taxes.
code, yeah.
So much. There's so much to learn.
Yeah, the tax code is pretty steep.
It's not just, don't just think is you report it and you're done. No, there's ways to go about this so you can win more in your business.
And not to mention, there's also ways where you can leverage yourself into a good position, right? So there's things that you can keep track of. I know the most common one is people take track of their miles that they use for work.
Yeah.
But there's other stuff that you wouldn't even consider.
You wouldn't have no
You wouldn't
idea.
even consider. You wouldn't even think that because you bought this specific thing for this,
Yeah.
that it also involves your business.
Every time we go out to eat, it's business.
Yeah, because that's all we talk about.
Business.
That's what
So
we're
it's
getting
basically
done.
a free meal.
I wouldn't call it that. That's
To
the
me, it is.
mentality that I think is very dangerous.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Because
with
once you... The video cut, but it's because we were talking about some real juicy stuff. Taxes.
taxes.
You got to pay your taxes. So
Pay
what we
your
were saying,
taxes.
Raul, that you would pay to observe somebody?
Yeah, to get more knowledge with the whole tax code, with everything. Because as we're growing, there's going to be ways that we save more with taxes. There's going to be ways that can just benefit us, can help us out overall. You know, that's where I'm at.
So you want to further expand your knowledge on the tax code to see how you can benefit yourself further.
Yes.
That, and it's the right thing to do, right? You got to pay your taxes. It might go to somebody, right? But odds are
At the
that-
end of the day, it has to get paid.
my thing with taxes is as long as it's going to the right people, which it probably isn't, but in my
It's
little
not.
heart,
At the beginning, it's not.
at my little heart,
But that's what I made. Like I had a convo with the fam, and we realized you never know if your taxes are being done correctly. You never know.
You don't. You, just
don't
have
know.
to trust the
You gotta
tax
trust
person.
Whoever you're doing your tax, you got to trust them.
And do you oftentimes trust them? I try to.
At the beginning, I didn't.
Oh, really? You just thought they were BSing you?
Yeah.
You thought they
And
were...
there was times that they did. They didn't tell me what I had to do. As the person that does your taxes, and you see a young guy that just started his LLC, his business, you have to tell him, hey, you can save money here, you can save money there. I need you to report this. I need you to report that. That's just the reality of it. Okay?
Why do you feel like the tax people that you went to initially didn't do that?
Because they were.
You
just
didn't
trying
ask
to-
them?
I see. That's what the convo I had with a friend yesterday.
I think sometimes you don't ask.
Yes, that's my fault. Like I can't blame the tax person either. I can't blame my team. I gotta blame myself to understand that the reality of it is nobody's here to just put everything out for me. I gotta learn the hard way.
And I will say this, sometimes even I find that when I'm talking to clients that I will dumb things down to them and I'll be super transparent and they feel like I'm dumbing it. They feel like I'm being condescending. So I could imagine someone maybe not explaining something in too much detail because they don't want to be rude, right? And especially if you didn't ask about it. If you didn't ask about it, then how the hell do I know that you don't know nothing about it, right? How do I know that you do know about it? So, yeah, it sucks that they didn't educate you on that, Raul.
Well, I mean, I'll talk a little bit more about like, especially young guys that are about to do their business or about to join whatever your corporation with a partner or whatever it is. Right away, ask your person that does your taxes, how can I save more money here? What do I have to report here so I can save more money? Or what can help me out in my business so I don't pay as much? Because you do have to pay a lot in taxes. That's just the reality of it. Okay, so it's better to pay what you have to pay, do what you got to do, save what you can save, and you're gonna be on top of it. Okay, learn that you're selling whatever product you're buying. You're gonna sell it. You can save some money there. Okay, that's something I would tell a younger person.
And also remember that this country gives you so many benefits if you're actually helping and stimulating the economy. As business owners, we have to understand that we are fundamental to this country's success. And this country has shown many times that it won't let a successful business fail, right? So be aware of what you can do with your taxes. And even if you don't have a business, do your taxes, bro. Just pay off what you owe. Don't be dumb. Don't be silly. Pay your taxes. Even if it is a W-2, pay your taxes. Pay your taxes.
It allows me to like think better as my days go by because I know my taxes are
You get
done
reassurance.
correctly.
Yeah, you get reassurance.
I know that 2 years from now, my taxes are done great.
Well, loans, you need taxes for loans. Anytime you're getting into any sort of loan or wanting to get on a huge business venture, you need to have proof of income taxes.
The bank needs to see that there's money coming in.
And the bank
Not
also
under your bed, not under the couch.
and the bank also needs to see that you've been responsible, that you haven't been just foolish with everything, right?
Yeah.
And part of being responsible is understanding taxes and what the tax code can offer you and what you can offer to the tax code.
And it might sound boring for you at the beginning, but it's so necessary. I've seen it with other entrepreneurs that they waited a year or two, and they're stuck in the same situation. They made their money, whatever, but you get charged with late fees, and those are not cheap. I promise you, because I've been there.
Oh, wow.
You have to pay the late fees, or else they stack and stack and stack and stack. So you don't want 2 years to go by with you didn't pay your fees. Now you're in a hole. So get on top of that. Be on top of it. That was one of my New Year's resolution, to be on top of that. So I'm here working every day, and we're learning about what we have to do in our businesses to grow, and it's very exciting. So 2 years from now, you can learn even more to tell yourself, you know what? Back when I was 23, I'm 23 right now. I knew this and I didn't know that, but now through the experience, I'm at this level now, and very grateful for the knowledge that I've learned from people. Very grateful for everybody around me that has positioned to be in my life, and those people that have exited, they're not here anymore.
And also tax credits. Then educate yourself on tax credits. Like if you're gonna get a new vehicle, know the tax credits for trading in another vehicle. Learn about these things so they can benefit you on your day-to-day job. Or maybe if it is just a tax thing where you're getting a car out for a business and you need to meet a certain weight requirement, educate yourself on that so then you can shop with educational purposes behind it, right? You can't just go into it blind, or you gotta think, you gotta plan, and you gotta execute. Even if it's with your boring taxes, even if it is with something like we started talking at the beginning of the podcast with water, you gotta think about needing to drink more water. You gotta plan about how you're gonna do it accordingly. If that's a gallon of water a day, go ahead. If that's 2 glasses in the morning, go ahead. But put thought into even the most simplest things, because I promise you they have value. There's so much value in the little things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's dope. Yeah, learn more about taxes. Reach out to your accountants. You know what I mean?
It's a big one. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this convo that we had today with Luis.
And the government did turn off the video because we were sharing too much about taxes. So I'm sorry about that little interruption. But the government said these guys are spitting too much. You know what I'm saying? Spilling all the beans.
And you learn through experience. You learn through showing up and for it to happen to you. And that's just real life stuff. So I appreciate you guys for watching these videos.
And drink juice, read more books, and buy a house this year or next year.
Think, plan, execute. Stay subscribed if you have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. Let's get to 3K. Let's go. Let's go to 3K.
And if you want to see Raul fishing, comment.
Let's get to fishing. Will you see us fishing? Let's get it. Go subscribe, guys. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to 3K. We just hit 2K. Let's go 3K now.
And go check out TikTok, because as far as I'm concerned, we back in business, right?
We're back on TikTok Live.
Let's keep growing. Let's keep pushing those numbers. Let's keep striving for greatness, and let's grow together, right? Because this is what this is. This is a journey together.
All right, that was good.